Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Cricket Ric, where every delivery becomes a story, every boundary becomes a heartbeat, and every wicket feels like a twist in a grand sporting novel. And tonight's clash between Afghanistan and Pakistan in Sharjah has been nothing short of electrifying, a contest that will be spoken about long after the dust settles in the desert air. Because this was not just a game of cricket. This was a duel of pride, skill, and nerves under lights that turned a routine Tri-Series encounter into a classic. Afghanistan, asked to bat first under the shimmering floodlights, began shakily when their dynamic opener Rahmanullah Gurbaz, known for lighting up the power play, was dismissed early by Saim Ayub. And for a moment, it seemed like Pakistan had cracked open the Afghan top order before it could ignite. But what followed was a partnership of substance, patience, and class, as Sediqullah Atal and Ibrahim Zadran rewrote the script, putting on a partnership that steadied the innings and built pressure. On the Pakistani bowlers, Atal, with his wristy elegance, carved boundaries through point and cover, while Zadran, calm and composed, worked singles, rotated the strike, and punished loose balls, together accumulating over 100 runs in the middle overs, the kind of partnership that frustrates bowlers and saps the energy out of the fielding side. Their partnership wasn't just about runs. It was about momentum, about Afghanistan showing they could bat deep and anchor themselves against a top-class bowling attack. And when Atal raised his bat for a fluent 64 off 45 balls, and Zadran matched him with a controlled 65 off 45, the Afghan camp erupted in applause. But just when it seemed like they would push for 190 or beyond, the game tilted briefly. Faheem Ashraf, Pakistan's reliable seamer, struck with a double breakthrough in one over, sending both set batsmen back to the pavilion. A reminder that Pakistan still had fight left in them. Even then, Afghanistan found a late surge from Karim Janat, whose whirlwind cameo of 23 off just 10 balls added precious runs of the death, propelling the total to a competitive 169 for 5, a score that was neither too safe nor too modest, but one that promised drama in Sharjah. The chase began with Pakistan under pressure, and almost instantly the Afghan bowlers seized the initiative, with Fazalhaq Farooqi striking twice in the power play, dismissing the dangerous top order and silencing the Pakistani fans in the stands. The early wickets meant Pakistan were always playing catch-up, never dictating terms, and though their middle order tried to rebuild, the Afghan spinners applied the choke, turning the screws with dot balls and teasing deliveries that forced risky strokes. But the true hero of the night was once again Faheem Ashraf, though this time, ironically, he was tormenting his own side, as his earlier contribution with the ball in the first innings turned decisive when Afghanistan were bowling. Faheem, who had returned 4 wickets for just 27 runs, dismantled Pakistan's middle order with precision and guile, removing key batsmen at critical junctures, and each wicket pushed Pakistan further into a corner. The Pakistani batting unit faltered under the lights, failing to stitch together partnerships, as the asking rate climbed and the Afghan bowlers tightened the noose. With every dot ball, the Afghan fans in Sharjah grew louder, their chants echoing through the stadium, while the Pakistani supporters watched in stunned silence as their team's chase unraveled. Even a late cameo attempt to rescue the innings fizzled out against Afghanistan's relentless bowling. And in the end, Pakistan were bundled out well short of the target, handing Afghanistan a stunning 18-run victory, one that not only gave them 2 crucial points, but also shifted the momentum of the entire series. This wasn't just a win on paper. It was a statement, a declaration from Afghanistan that they are no longer underdogs, but a side capable of toppling giants with bat and ball. The victory also pushed their net run rate into the positive, keeping them alive in the Tri-Series and setting up an explosive contest for the remaining fixtures. While for Pakistan, despite being table toppers, this loss exposed deep cracks in their batting, especially in the middle overs where they faltered against both pace and spin. The man of the match, without question, was Faheem Ashraf, whose all-round brilliance, anchoring Afghanistan's fight back with the ball and then standing tall with key wickets, turned the game on its head. As the players shook hands under the Sharjah floodlights, the Afghan camp celebrated wildly, their smiles telling the story of a team that had fought hard and earned every inch of this triumph. while Pakistan walked off quietly, perhaps already thinking about adjustments before their next challenge. And that, dear fans, is why cricket remains the most unpredictable, heart-thumping, nerve-wracking game in the world. A single night, a single over, a single partnership, and everything can change. So, if you felt the rush of adrenaline from this incredible showdown, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell right here on Cricket Ric, because this is where the game comes alive. Not just as highlights, but as stories, as journeys, as unforgettable spectacles that unite millions. Stay tuned, because the UAE Tri-Series is just heating up, and with Afghanistan roaring back into form and Pakistan under pressure, the next chapter promises even more fireworks, and we'll be here to bring you every moment in style.